Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. My name is Adam, and you guys, I'm gonna be honest up front. This video today is different than anything I think we've ever made on our channel, but it's really, really important because it has the potential to impact our channel in ways, frankly, that we have not seen before here on YouTube. So I would really love it if you'd stick with me today as we talk about COPPA. Now, if you have no idea what COPPA is, we're gonna go into that. I'm gonna touch on that, but I do wanna let you know a couple things from the beginning. First of all, I wanna let you know that this is a video I actually did not wanna make. About a week ago when I started really diving into this COPPA story, I didn't wanna put out like a Chicken Little Sky is Falling type video because frankly, I didn't know if the sky was falling. I didn't know what was really going on. And so I spent a week kind of diving into this and realistically looking at what it could mean for our channel. Now, I'm not saying the sky is falling, but it seems like there could be some cracks. And the other thing is that several of you have started to reach out to us. You've seen other creators posting videos about this, and you've been asking us, what does this mean for our channel? And so that's what we're gonna talk about today. But one thing I'm not gonna do is actually do like a deep dive into COPPA, into the law, talk all about that, because there are already some amazing, amazing resources here on YouTube for that. So what I'm gonna do is in the video description below, I'm gonna link 2 or 3 videos that I have found super helpful in describing exactly what is going on. But I will touch into it just so you kind of have an idea of what this is and how it could impact our channel. COPPA is the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, which was actually passed by Congress in 1998 and then implemented in April of 2000. And the heart of COPPA was to protect kids 13 and under online from predatory marketing and advertising targeting while they were online. Now, that's not a bad thing. In fact, I am a huge believer that we actually need to protect our young people and our kids from online predators as well as online marketing predatory techniques. However, when it comes to this certain situation with YouTube, there are some things that need you guys, it's just crazy. Let's just get into it. So basically what happened is that YouTube was hit with a $170 million fine for violating COPPA. Basically saying that creators on the platform, videos on the platform, YouTube itself was in violation of COPPA because there were videos and content that were targeted at kids unknowingly without their parents' permission. Now, coming out of that gigantic settlement, obviously YouTube making changes so that they don't get hit with a fine like that again. And there are a lot of things that have changed, not all of them good, not all of them fair, but it seems like all of them are totally unclear. And that actually is the issue that I have with this the most. So I'm gonna give you a super 30,000 foot view on how this impacts us. Again, links down below if you wanna do like a deep dive into this. But essentially now when we upload a video on YouTube, we have to say whether this video was made for kids or whether it is not made for kids. This is where it gets unbelievably confusing. Because first of all, that's an incredibly vague term, but YouTube has not helped at all with clarifying what that means. So for a channel like ours, you guys know Sherri and I don't have kids, we can't have kids, we don't have kids in our videos, all of our content, we have never once made a video with our intent to market it or target kids. All of our stuff is adult focused. However, we try so hard to make family friendly content that families could watch together. And as a lot of you guys know, because a lot of you found us because of these videos, we love Disney. We do Disney trips. We go to Disney parks. I mean, my goodness, look at my background here. There's all sorts of Disney stuff on there. And so the question is, do we make videos that are targeted at kids? I would absolutely say no. Here's the problem. I don't have the final say in that. So what happens now is that I upload a video and I say not for kids. However, the FTC now has the right, thanks to YouTube, basically to scan these videos to see if they believe they actually are targeted for kids. And the reason that's so confusing and scary for a channel like ours is that in the description of what for kids means, it says things like the presence of characters or of songs or of like environments that like might be attractive to kids. So my question would be, even having Baymax on my shirt, does that mean that this video is targeted at kids? You guys, we have no idea because there's not clarity around that at all. And so essentially the entire Disney YouTube community, like if you are adult vloggers like us and you post a lot of Disney content, we fall into this weird gray area where the content we make is not for kids, however it is family friendly. And so here's how YouTube and the FTC could be penalizing us. Now the biggest penalties, get ready for this you guys, this is crazy. When I upload a video, if I say it is not for kids, I say that this is an adult content video, right? I did not create it targeting kids. And the FTC scans my video and says, you know what? That was a Disney park. We saw Mickey Mouse. We saw characters. We saw rides. We saw things that we think target kids. And they say that I mislabeled my video. The fine for that is $42,000. What? And it doesn't stop there. They potentially can remove the video, they potentially can remove your entire channel, and that's just for mislabeling a video. Now, let's say we're like, you know what? We're gonna protect ourselves. We're just gonna say that all of our content is targeted at kids. Well, that could almost be just as bad, because what YouTube is gonna do on channels that create content that is targeted for kids is they're going to turn off commenting. So you guys know, here on YouTube, one of our main focuses is building community with you guys, and one of the main ways we do that is by interacting with you in the comments below. That won't even be possible because comments will be disabled. If you subscribe to our channel, you know how you get the notification when we've posted a new video? Yeah, that won't happen anymore. Channels will lose all sorts of other features to engage with you guys, the audience, as well as the ads that can run on their channel will be limited. And not like a little bit limited, but like if you're a family-friendly creator and you're creating content for kids, starting in January of 2020, you potentially could lose like 90% of all of your YouTube income. So when I started looking into this, I started seeing headlines like this: $42,000 fines for YouTubers, channels being deleted, all this kind of stuff. And I really did think like, okay, this is like clickbait, right? Like this is sky is falling stuff, like I said earlier. But the more I've looked into this, the more serious it feels to a channel like ours. Because you guys, we work really hard to create family-friendly content. And the reality is that content like we create falls into this weird gray area. And so for Sherri and I, we're even wrestling with how do we proceed? Because we know that the content we make is not targeted at kids. At the same time, we also know that the content we make sometimes includes characters and environments and scenes and things that a kid might be interested in. So it feels like our options are either to not upload videos to YouTube and say they're targeted at kids, which basically means we can't interact with you guys, we can't build community, we can't earn any money on those videos, or we go ahead and say, no, we know that those videos don't target kids, and so we're gonna say that, and then if the FTC disagrees, we could get a $42,000 fine. What the heck is going on? So you guys, that is why this is such a big deal to us. Now, there are channels here on YouTube who know that, you know what, the content they create is not family friendly, it is totally for adults, like they're pretty safe. But for channels like Sherri and I, and for channels like a lot of our other adult Disney friends, this is terrifying, because it really could mean that what we've been trying to create here on YouTube, we just can't anymore. So what are we gonna do? We have no idea. Honestly, we have no idea. This fully goes into effect January of 2020. So I mean, just over a month, and this is in play. So one of the things that we're committed to doing is we're gonna still be uploading videos, we're still gonna be focusing on building community with you guys, and we're gonna see how this plays out. Because in the number of years that we've been on YouTube, we have seen a lot of these type of things, like adpocalypses that like come and go, and the sky is falling, and the sky sort of falls, but not completely, and then things kind of get back to normal. And so we don't know like if this is just like one of those kind of patterns, or if this really does mark a significant change on YouTube for creators like us. So we're just gonna kind of wait and see what actually happens, because right now it is a lot of speculation. When I read through COPPA, when I read through what YouTube has put out, honestly, I get pretty scared for the future of our channel here on YouTube. Because you guys know the thing that Sherri and I are committed to is building community with you guys. And so if we lose our comments, if we lose the ability to engage with you guys, I feel like we would have no other choice but than to take our channel somewhere else. What does that look like? I have no idea. You know, we're still a relatively small channel, so as far as money, we don't make a ton of money here on YouTube. We make some, which is really nice, and it helps supplement our trips. It helps supplement the cost of like, you know, even buying new cameras or buying like gear that we need. But we're by no means getting rich off this channel. So the money element to us is secondary. However, the potential fines for us are huge. So that's something we have to take into consideration. But there is one way that you guys could really help us. Down below, there's gonna be a petition that you can actually sign that basically encourages the FTC to take another look at this. Reconsider what's happening, help family-friendly content like ours have a home here on YouTube. So we just wanted to give you guys that update. Again, several of you have actually reached out and asked us questions. You've seen other creators post videos. You say, hey, what does this mean for your channel? What are you guys gonna do? Again, we don't fully know because we wanna see what actually happens. We don't wanna just sort of buy into some of the mass hysteria that is happening on YouTube right now. But fully honest, Sherri and I are genuinely concerned. Like, we are concerned that what we've worked really hard at for 4+ years, almost 4.5 years, could dramatically change in January. In fact, for us, one of the things that we really wish, and this is probably the most frustrating thing for this whole COPPA situation on YouTube for us, we just wish we knew. But things are so confusing and things are so gray right now that if we knew that as a creator like us, the kind of content we create was going to be penalized here on YouTube, we would go find another space to do this. Whether it's Facebook or Patreon or some other platform, like we would just like to know that. Or if YouTube's gonna be a space that we can continue to create content like this and build community with you guys, then we'd like to know that so we can continue to press forward as well. But right now we're kind of in this in between because we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. We see COPPA says one thing, we see YouTube put out stuff that even makes it more confusing. We have other creators who are posting videos and it's like, oh my gosh, what is happening? Like, are we gonna lose everything? But for now, we're gonna press on. We're gonna keep doing what we do, keep building community with you guys. But if you would not mind, would you click that petition link below and sign that? That's one huge way you could help us, and that really would mean the world to us. So no doomsday, no sky is falling, no clickbait, just simply, that's what COPPA is. That's what happened to YouTube with their fine. This is how they're responding, and that's how it affects channels like us. That's what I wanted to keep this video to. You guys know that we love you, and we're so thankful for the way that you invested in us over the last 4.5 years. Thanks for the way that you've allowed us to invest in you, and we absolutely hope that Sherri and I are able to keep making family-friendly content, Disney-focused, with all of our travels and all of our adventures and all the things that we love in life and that we know you love in our videos for a long, long time right here on YouTube. Fingers crossed, that's our goal. But honestly, COPPA scares us. You guys, let's discuss this in the comments below. I want to hear some of your thoughts. If you guys have done your own deep dive, maybe there's some things that I missed, maybe there's some things I got wrong. Let me know. I want to dialogue with you guys in the comments below. I'll be responding to every single one of your comments until YouTube turns off our comments, maybe. You guys, we love you. We'll see you on the next LeggLife video.